Hello and welcome to Trinity Teachings Lesson 1. This one is going to be on, well, the God and the Goddess. Simple enough. I'm going to start with the Goddess, the triple Goddess, and she is actually the one you're going to hear the most about. In basic definitions, you're going to see the triple Goddess is going to be the main one you hear about. Because honestly, I didn't hear about the triple God till way later. The triple Goddess is Maiden, Mother, Crone. The symbol is, well, if you have not seen it, it is circle, and it's got two crescent moons on either side. That would be the Goddess. The God symbol is the circle with a crescent moon on top, which is the God, because the God is also known as the Horn God, the Green Man. I think I've heard him called Pan a couple times. The triple God is Master, Father, Sage. His symbol is kind of odd. I'm not even sure on full authority what exactly the triple God symbol is. They also been considered the God is the sun and the Goddess is the moon. Silver is the color of the Goddess, and if I remember correctly, gold is the color of the God. The Goddess is always giving birth to the God every spring, and the God dies every winter, and basically it's a constant cycle of birth and rebirth, which is basically at the holidays the Sabbath celebrate. I'll talk more about each Sabbath and holiday later on, because I'm not an expert on those, but I do have information from books, luckily, that I can help you on that one. What else is this? Another thing. In Wicca, polytheists. As in a lot of Wiccan books, you're going to find that they talk about Roman gods, Greek gods, Egyptian gods, Chinese gods, Japanese gods, Hindu, Norse, Shintoism, basically gods from all over. Because they all can be called upon to help you in your magical practices. The Goddess is, well, the main one. The God and the Goddess are equal. Not one is greater than the other, even though sometimes it seems the Goddess is greater than the God, just by her being spoke of more. Let's see. The Goddess, in some covens especially, and some solitary practitioners, the Goddess can receive a different name. Some just call her the Goddess, like I do, and some give the Goddess and the God different names. They give them, like, a coven I read about, which was more in the Egyptian area, called the Goddess Isis and the God Osiris. So, and a friend of mine who was in calls the Goddess Luna. So it's basically, you can know them by any name. It's one of those concepts, a rose by any other name is just as sweet. Yeah. You're going to learn a lot about the Goddess and the God throughout, well, any and all teachings. I'm here to give you a general idea on them. You're going to find, because, see, also, I'm going to say this now, in all these videos I'm teaching you, I'm going to teach you basic things. I'm not going to go into a lot of in-depth, because there's some stuff that if I go into in-depth, I'll just start messing up. But since you're all watching these, you obviously have access to a computer. Some of these things you can look up. Books help. I'm basically giving the basic idea because one thing that you will notice in Wicca, a lot of books have contradictory things that they say. So it's up to you to find what works for you and the actual, how you see things, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about the basic things that you will see that are common throughout all Wicca practicings. Let's see, what else? In a coven, the high priestess is the one who represents the Goddess, and the high priest is the one who represents the God. Also, you will be hearing a lot about the charge of the God and charge of the Goddess. They're I'm not exact. See, each of them have different versions. They are said to help bring the god and goddess to you. I'm not exactly sure who wrote the original, and I'm not even sure what the original is. You're gonna find probably different versions of it, all different books. So I'm not gonna sit here and read it to you because you're probably gonna find a different version, and some people will be like, "That's not right." It's because there's different versions out there. I think there's at least 3 or 5 different versions that I've personally come across. Let's see, what else? Well, even if you just call the god and the goddess the god and the goddess, and you see them as who they are, it is not wrong to call upon other gods and goddesses from everywhere else to help you in your magical practicings, or to help you in general. See, when I first started, I talked a lot to the Egyptian goddess Hathor, for purposes of love at the time, but I still talked to her, even though not just for love, I just talked to her in general. And what you could say, she's my representation of the goddess. It's basically how you feel comfortable. A lot of people see the sun as the god and the moon as the goddess. And, well, it makes sense if you think about it, because when you align the Sabbats up with the solar and lunar cycles. But anyway, I think that's a good covering of it. If you have any questions or anything like that, as I originally said, you can leave a message on, well, here obviously, leave a comment, inbox my YouTube account, inbox my like page for my YouTube account, inbox my Facebook, which I do believe there's a connection between the two, a link somewhere. Also, I have 2 emails you can email, pentagram_lord@yahoo.com, and the one I use the most, nakedboy, nakedboi1 @gmail.com. Don't ask why it's named that, it just is. I hope to actually hear from you if you have not just because I hope you have questions, but I hope just to hear from you in any of my videos, or just in general. So, thanks for watching. Until my next teaching.